Fresh from the showcase here at SwissWatchExpo, you can see we've got the red petals out. We're thinking Valentine's Day. These are some of the most beautiful watches Cartier ever made, but we're focusing on one design element that you see mimicked not only through the Cartier line, but also from lots of other manufacturers. So we did want to talk about it a little bit this morning. If you imagine yourself walking through Paris, you're in the old part of the city where the Louvre, the Tuileries gardens are. It's been there for a little while. It was sacked by the Romans in 52 BC, so there's a lot of history going on in that part of the city. It's where you'll find the Place Vendome. Now, the Place Vendome, it is now a place with lots of hotels. Loads of famous people have lived there. It's probably one of the most premier addresses in the entire world. People like Frédéric Chopin have lived there, Coco Chanel. It's a pretty good address. And so Cartier having their prime workshop, their prime flagship store of the entire world, just a block or so away on a street, 13 Rue de la Paix is their famous address, they decided to come out with a watch that they called the Vendome Louis Cartier. And what was different about this watch was the way the strap attached. And instead of it being a round watch where the strap really fits right into lugs that are built into the watch, it's almost like a T-bar. And so if you look at these, we'll see this theme. You'll see this is the Cartier Panther, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. Gorgeous watch, came out in 1982. It's one of the most iconic Cartier watches ever. Extremely popular here at SwissWatchExpo. We sell loads of Panthers every month. Cartier discontinued it a long time ago. We've still got the original versions. Then they relaunched it, and we usually have the new versions as well. So it's a beautiful watch. But at one time, they made a round Panther. And so this one was called the Cougar. So if you look at it, it has the same style case. It has the same style bezel where you see the ends of the screws coming through. And so anytime you see Cougar, that's essentially a round Panther. But then this one came out. And this one's really interesting. It's sometimes mislabeled as a Cougar, but it's actually a Panther Vendome Louis Cartier. So that's where that VLC comes from, Vendome Louis Cartier. So you take a Panther watch, make it round, but then attach these T-bars for the bracelet to attach. It still has the original Panther bracelet, but these attachments make it a Panther VLC. So it's a different look. It's really pretty. It's very feminine. It has an interesting Art Deco look about it. It has some design interest that you just don't see from other watches. If you start looking out there in the watch world, you'll notice these kinds of attachments on lots of other watches, but it really originated with Cartier. So for example, here in the Pasha series, which again, Cartier retired the Pasha, we still have the original series, but they've relaunched it, and sometimes we get the younger editions as well. But you'll see the way it attaches. It's a round watch, and then it has a T-bar where the bracelet attaches, one of the strong design elements of the Pasha watch. And then here, lastly, we have the Colorstay. Colorstay is an interesting watch that has a real wide bezel. This is the original Colorstay. This one's on the steel and gold Casque d'Or bracelet, but they came out then with this one as a much dressier model. It's the Colorstay VLC, so Colorstay Vendome Louis Cartier. It has the same T-bar attachment to it. Now this one's on the ball bracelet. It's a pave diamond bezel, really wide, gorgeous for anyone. But it's interesting as you kind of drill down in these design elements. Hopefully this will help you realize which elements you do like and which ones you don't. It'll help you focus on which selections you want within the Cartier line. And these aren't the only ones that have this. You'll see we also have in stock a Vendome Louis Cartier with the biplan attachment. It's a deployant buckle where the buckle is behind the watch instead of on the wrist. Very interesting design, really creative from Cartier. So give us a call. Let us know in the comments whether you like this attachment or not. If you've seen it in some other watch lines. I've seen it even in watches that are less expensive, fashion watches. They're only a few $100s mimicking the Cartier design. But hit the bell, like us, subscribe, let us know what you think of these watches, and give us a call. Probably we'll have some sort of great Cartier watch for you with the Vendome attachment ready to ship out to you.